Hi, I'm an old guy and I do maths, and today we're looking at what x equals. And this is the sort of thing that really baffles people. What do I do about the fact that there are two x's here? And worse, one of those x's is in this position. Well, the solution is pretty simple. And for those of you who are at the moment going through the process of learning quadratics, you're going to see something like this in one of the sections where the questions are a little bit harder. So let's just see what we do with this. The way around this is actually very simple. Now, when you've had things like simultaneous equations and so forth, well, particularly simultaneous equations, you've learnt that you can multiply one or other or both of the equations when you're trying to eliminate elements of them. Now, something very similar goes on here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to multiply this by x, and what I get is 12. X times x is 1, so that's 12, plus x squared equals 7x. Now this should begin to look like something that you can solve. Certainly if you're at this level and you're trying to discover what x is, you'll recognize this. So tidy this up a little bit. X squared minus 7x, so we bring the 7x over here, plus 12 equals 0. We have a quadratic to solve. So let's go about that. Now, how we solve this quadratic is we look for the factors of 12 that will give us 7. We start with that. Just ignore the negative for a moment. So the factors of 12 that give us 7 when we multiply to 12 and add, let me just say that again, factors of 12, so we multiply to 12 and they must combine to give me 7. 6 and 2 won't work, 12 and 1 won't work, but 4 and 3 will. So let's pop those in there. Now, the second part of this is that we want this to be negative and we want this to be positive. Well, two negatives will give me negative 7, and a negative times a negative will give me 12. So, x times x gives me x squared. Negative 4 times x plus negative 3 times x gives me negative 7x. Negative 4 times negative 3 gives me 12. We're in business. So, what does x equal? Well, null factor law. I make this equal 0, so x minus 4 equals 0, so x will equal 4. And I make this equal 0, x minus 3 equals 0, so x will equal 3. So the answer to what does x equal is, it equals two things, 4 or 3. And that is how you deal with something that starts out looking like that. Thanks very much for watching. I hope you found this useful. If you did, please like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Bye.